have met many of the Fernethi survivors, and you can tell it's deeply affected their whole life. And I think they will appreciate, as I'm sure everybody here, the way that you've tried to navigate through the difficult legal territory. So I hope that we can find a resolution to that, because I think those women do deserve justice and fairness. I want to kind of draw on the kind of your wider reflections of this whole process of redress, because it's not just a financial transaction, it's not just an application process. People are opening up to you, they're telling you all of their experiences, just like the child abuse inquiry has had. But anybody that they open up to, particularly a government, has got a responsibility, a duty to take that information and treat it with care. So it's about the human being as much as it is about the finance. And I'm just wondering, now that you're several months into this process, I wonder what your reflections are of that and how you've been able to help and assist and aid those individuals. I know there's many organisations out there that are doing the same, but they've opened up to you. And I'm just wondering what you've learnt from it, what you've reflected upon, and whether you think the system that we have in place to carry them with care is sufficient, if ever it can be sufficient.
I think it's important in answering Mr. Rennie's question to reflect the fact, and I think which is inherent in the way in which he's formed that question, that there are a number of elements to this. It's not just about a financial redress decision. I had a conversation which will never leave me with the advisors who work with Future Pathways. And these are people who are allocated to support survivors of abuse and to find the predates the redress scheme, to try to support people who've been the victims of historic childhood sexual abuse. And I asked them, well, how do you go about it? And one of them said to me, we walk alongside the individual. And I just thought, well, what more do you need to know? They are probably the first reliable, trusted ally that person has had in their life. So I've taken that, I'll never forget that conversation, and it's gone into the thinking behind this scheme.